Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ayana and you're watching Rooting Mindfully. Hey guys, so like I said, welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute since I have recorded a video, but today I thought it would be the perfect day to go ahead and do an update video, just let you guys know what's going on with us here at Rooting Mindfully and the plant collection. And so I'm just gonna do a quick update, nothing too long or anything. I just wanted to let you know what's going on with my plant collection. Like I said, not too much has changed, I don't think. Well, a couple things have changed. So since my last video or my last couple of videos, I have not bought any plants at all. And the reason for that is that I'm kind of still learning what plants do well in my collection. And so the plants, and I will show you once we go outside, because yes, my plants are still outside and I do need to bring them in. But the plants that have been doing well in my collection are my monsteras, my rubber trees, my Hoyas, and a couple like the philodendrons. But I haven't been buying plants because I want to see like long term what plants are doing well, what plants I am enjoying taking care of, and what plants aren't giving me a hard time. And so that's why I haven't bought any plants. And plus I want to be more mindful about the plants that I'm adding to my collection. I always get into a plant and I just go balls to the walls crazy. I order a whole bunch of plants and then I just have too many, or I get overwhelmed, or I just don't like the plant. And so I really want to just like sit with these plants and think about the kind of plants that I want to have in my collection moving forward. I know I want to keep monsteras, well sometimes. I know I like the philodendrons, mostly the big philodendron leaves, not the tiny ones, not the hybrid, not a lot of the hybrids, but I do like the big philodendrons. I do like the Hoyas. Those have been pretty easy for me. And there's some other plants here and there, but I just really want to sit with my plants and just really understand which ones I like. So I haven't been buying any. I have decluttered more plants since. I've gotten rid of all of my aglaonemas. I no longer have aglaonemas, whether they're small or large, because I remember telling you guys in past videos that I struggle with smaller aglaonemas. Well, my bigger ones kicked the bucket as well. Or they didn't really kick the bucket, I just didn't like how they were growing after a while. A lot of them were losing the bottom leaves, and so they were looking more like trees and not bushes. And that's not the look that I wanted from the aglaonemas. They just, I don't know, something about me and aglaonemas, we just don't, we're not well acquainted. So I don't have any more aglaonemas. I purged a couple other plants, and so I think I'm around 70 or less plants right now, which is, I have not had this few amount of plants in a very long time, but we'll see how this goes for me. Other than that, I do, like I said, my plants are still outside. They do need to be watered. Just to give you a heads up, I haven't watered my plants because we've been having the weirdest weather. It's been windy, rainy. The temperature has gone up, the temperature has come back down, so I've been waiting to water my plants, especially because when I bring them back in, I want to wait to water them so that way they don't have as much of a shock and I have less yellow leaves when they come back in. Also, I want to do some systemic treatments, so that works better. If you wait to do the systemic, you put it in there and then you water the plants. And so I haven't watered them, so some of them might look a little shriveled. And what else? I do need to do a lot of pruning and cleaning up plants, so I can do videos on that. I do need to repot some plants because some of my plants have just gotten a lot longer, a lot fuller, so I do need to repot plants. And so yeah, I just wanted to give you guys like a little overview of my plants, my plant collection. Like I said, a couple things have changed. I can't wait to bring my plants inside to see how my space looks with fewer plants. I have gotten rid of a lot of grow lights, so you'll see that as well. And yeah, so we'll just see. Plus I got There's have been a lot of things going on in my life, in my personal life, good, bad. We did have a new addition to the family. If you guys were looking on my Instagram channel, here's my new addition. Her name is Nayuli, and we just got her in September. But yeah, she's just the sweetest little thing, and she's the complete opposite from Sage. If you guys watch my channel, you know that Sage is just like the noisiest little piggy, and she's just like the complete opposite. She makes no noises, no sounds, nothing. She's just a mute dog, but she's such a sweet girl. And seeing how she interacts with my plants will be interesting. The ones that are in the house, she doesn't nibble on or anything. The only thing that she does is when I water the plants, she tries to drink the water out of the little saucer. If there's a little bit left over, she tries to drink the water. But yeah, so those are all the updates on my plants, I believe. And so I will go outside and I will show you what's going on with the plants, the differences, because we have had a lot of growth this summer because it was extremely hot, and I used a new fertilizer, and it was just like kind of perfect conditions except for these like lantern bugs. But yeah, a lot of my plants have grown, and so yeah, let's get right to the outside clip. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to do a quick pass, and I'm just going to give you a little blurb about my plants and how they're doing. You can see Sagey Boy over here just looking out. But here we have my Hoya section. As you can see, my Hoyas did pretty well this summer. They just grew a ton, and they really enjoyed the hot sun, the heat. I do have to stake this one here. This one, I don't know, this one, everyone said this is a fast grower, but it hasn't been a fast grower for me. That's the variegated Ayana. And there's my Ficus Chevriana. That did really well. It sprouted a couple leaves. I had to repot some Hoyas. This is the Princess, Crimson Princess. This one grew the most. This is the fungi seed. And you can see it just grew very well. So I'm gonna either trim this back or I'm gonna put it on a taller trellis. We have my rubber trees that grew really well, and like I said, my plants look a little limp because I have to water them, but like I said, I'm not watering them because I want to bring them inside. There's the burgundy, the Taneki, which doesn't look well at the top because like I said, it was hot this summer and we had some weird weather. And if you guys remember, I had nicked the top of this Taneki off, but you can see that what happened was that it just sprouted a whole ton at the bottom and really filled out the pot. So I don't know if I'm going to pluck these out or I just like want it to be really bushy. But if I want it to be really bushy, I might go ahead and just pinch the top off of all my trees so that they can all do this. But you can see that it's still growing at the top. But it's just getting really bushy at the bottom. So I might do this with all my rubber trees because I don't really like just the 2 branches, and I was buying extra to fill in the gaps. But if I could do that with a free method, then I might just do that. But here's my green rubber tree. This one definitely doesn't grow as fast, but it did put on some leaves on this one here, and then this one as well. You can see those new leaves are very shiny. My Thai Constellation put out this huge leaf when I was watering consistently and giving fertilizer, and then just put out this leaf here. I wasn't watering as consistently, but it still put out a nice beautiful leaf. So these grow extremely slow, but to get 2 leaves this summer I guess was really great for that plant. Here is my Billietier, and the McDowell that I saved. You can see that it's sprouted so many leaves when I chopped it up into little tiny pieces. I have my Ring of Fire, which it hasn't had the best summer, but you know, we'll either discard or clean that plant up. We have my Monstera, which I might give this one a trim as well, especially the lower leaves so they're not dangling on my floor. We have the ever struggling coming back Australian tree fern. I'm not sure if I'm going to declutter this plant or keep it. I have periods of where this plant looks really great when I'm watering and then keeping up track, and then periods where it just looks like this because I have neglected it. And so maybe when I bring it inside and get back on track with my schedule, because I am on a watering schedule now, it will be beautiful. But for now, it just looks like that. I have my staghorn fern that always looks good, which is why those will always be my favorite ferns. My staghorn, there's another one. I have my couple of my bulbs here. So this is the elephantippes. I'll put the names on the screen. And here's another one. These were so beautiful this summer. They grew very well. I have my cluster of lipstick plants that did really well. This one started blooming. So you can see all of those there. My syngoniums that need to be staked, trimmed, watered, everything, but these grew very well. And I have this altissima that grew huge leaves this summer. And I remember when I first put this one outside, it had like 2 or 4 leaves on each stalk, and now look how many leaves it has. I have a couple snake plants out here. My collection of Hoya obavatas, which don't ask me why I have so many. It's kind of ridiculous right now. I need to trim them. And I know people don't like trimming Hoyas. Excuse you, sir. Did you just pass gas in my video? But I know people don't like to trim Hoyas, but I do, because I don't like them to be unruly. Plus, they always grow back, so that's that. I have these Hoyas up here. This one is my favorite because of the thick, chubby leaves. Here is my Mathilde Splash, my regular Mathilde. That is the Hindu rope variegated. I need to clean that up. Another lipstick plant variegated. My Hindu rope green, that needs to be sprayed and cleaned up. I have, ooh, this one looks terrible. This one, yeah, we had to clean this one up here, but that one grew a lot too. This one likes a little bit more water than the other ones. And I have another Hoya queen. And then we have the serpents, which actually did better outside. I got more leaves than I did inside. Here's some more of my caudex plants that are starting to drop their leaves, but they grew very well as well. But yeah, you can see that I had a pretty good amount of growing. If I had kept up on my watering, I would have a lot more growing, but you know, we can't always be perfect in plant care. You guys see some empty pots. Those are plants that I decluttered. And so yeah, that is a overview and quick update on my plant collection. Like I said, I didn't want to do anything too in depth, because we will have future videos where I will talk about certain plants. Look at her. Look at that cutie. But oh yeah, like I said, she doesn't really nibble at my plants. She doesn't really care about them unless they've been watered. But yeah, so that is the plant collection. That's how they're doing. They've been doing pretty well in the cooler weather, but I do need to bring them inside because it is getting very chilly late at night and in the early morning, and so I will probably do that this weekend. But yeah, that's how they are looking, and I'm ready to bring them inside and clean off my porch, and I will give you guys a houseplant tour when I'm all settled in with these plants. Alright guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Like I said, a couple things have changed in my plant collection, but from here on out, hopefully with my new schedule, I will be able to record more videos and keep you guys posted. And Nayuli will be joining us here. Why do you look so scared? But yeah, So we have her joining the family with the plants. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you guys are looking forward to the next video. I'm gonna try not to disappear on you guys again, but like I said, it was just a lot of things happening personally, good, bad, or the other. Definitely good with her. But yeah, check out my Instagram if you guys want to see pictures of the dogs and the plants and see how we're going. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.